Hey, just me at the top of the episode again to let you know that we have a Patreon page, patreon.com/won't be forgetting that. This Patreon page will be featuring a lot more exclusive content for this year. So I've got a lot planned for the podcast this year, as well as exclusive episodes for the Patreon page. They won't be a weekly thing to start off with, certainly, but they certainly will be absolutely fantastic, just as much as the main show feeds. We'll have a few little extra stories on there, one of which, coming up, I was privy to in real life, so I'm very, very excited to talk about that. And honestly, it genuinely just helps this show run as well. I do realise it's tough times, but honestly, anything that you can afford to give is so appreciated. And I do genuinely appreciate everyone that has continued listening to this podcast as well. But I'll let you get into the episode. Just a quick reminder, though, that's patreon.com/won't be forgetting that pod. Enjoy the ep. Hello and welcome to Won't Be Forgetting That, podcast talking about all of the most awkward and embarrassing moments people have had whilst working in the arts and entertainment industry. I'm your podcast host, Seb Muirhead, and today we have a guest. They are an actor, Michael Logo.
What's up?
Thanks for coming on, mate.
Thanks for having me.
So I think probably the last time I saw you, maybe in person, I killed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, yeah.
So you're seeming much better now than last time I saw you.
Yeah, Jesus resurrected me in that.
Yeah, oh, yeah, good on him, man.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Shout out
to JC. Thanks. Big man upstairs.
Yeah, man. My guy.
But yeah, also since then, you seem like you've been in almost every single TV show in Australia.
Seems like it.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well, mate.
Yeah, a little bit.
Congrats on Colin From Accounts coming back for the season 2.
Yeah, thank you, man.
That's fucking sick. Have you started filming yet?
Yeah, we started filming end of last year, and we're gonna finish off block 2 this year.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And then it was coming out at the end of the year or towards the middle of the year?
Yeah, depending
whenever.
Yeah, post-production and that.
As soon as you're done with it, it's like, this is in someone else's hands,
Yeah,
man.
pretty much.
It's someone else's problem.
Yeah.
That's been a pretty big show, right?
Yeah. I was surprised how, I guess we all were, how big it blew up.
Yeah, right? I had loads of people and fucking everyone in Australia is like, oh, I don't watch TV, I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
But loads of people I know have been like, oh yeah, no, I watched that one.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you put a dog in something, people just love it.
100%. The dog was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Even more cute.
The most adorable little thing in the world.
Yeah.
And you just get to ride his coattails.
Yeah, pretty much.
But just even going into the podcast, I suppose, from that, do you find that doing some of the scenes in that or anything like that, people have reached out to you because you were in your underwear in one scene, was it?
Yeah.
Do you find that you've had a lot of fans since then? A lot of people reaching out, slipping into the DMs?
Nah, not really. Yeah.
Oh, how dare they? Anyone listening, reach out to Michael. I'll give out his Instagram handle at the end.
Let me know.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be a heartthrob, you know?
Yeah, finally. About fucking time.
100%.
Do you find that sort of stuff awkward or embarrassing at all, or just another day in the office?
Nah, it's another day in the office.
Yeah, right.
I'm real comfortable with my body.
Yeah, nice, man.
Except for naked stuff.
Yeah?
Fully nude.
Have you done any of that for...
Nah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Hopefully never.
I don't know, never say never.
Never say
Just
never.
wait until that paycheck comes along.
Yeah, that'll be a story that I'll come back and tell.
Yeah, perfect. I'll book you the next day after it. But yeah, that kind of stuff's always so funny because I suppose you're standing in a room with... I mean, you worked on that show quite a lot, so not strangers necessarily, but people you wouldn't turn up to your accounting job and be like, yeah, I just stood there in my underwear today. Yeah. So that kind of stuff's always, I find, explaining it to people that aren't in the industry a little bit of a weird one.
Yeah, it's real funny. I didn't really know, I had read the script, but I didn't really clock that I was going to be in my underwear until I got to costume. And they were like, yeah, so just try on this apron and these boots. I was like, anything else?
Yeah.
I was like, no, just that.
Did they supply the underwear?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they did?
Tidy whities, yeah.
Did you get to keep them?
No.
Oh, bullshit. Costuming, if you're listening, I've had to wear underwear in scenes. They never let you keep them, man.
No, I don't know why.
Yeah. Honestly, I wonder if they reused them as well.
Probably.
Yeah, because I did a TV show, it must have been 4 or 5 years ago now, where it was for the Olivia Newton-John biopic.
Right.
With Delta Goodrum, and we reshot one of Olivia Newton-John's music videos, the Let's Get Physical music video.
Yeah.
So we just reshot that shot for shot, and I just wore white Speedos all day. And then costuming took it back at the end. I was like, I don't even get to keep these, man. Are you guys reusing this for someone else?
Real, why would you take it back?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, burn them. But at least give me the option.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, so anyone that's listening out there, if you're wearing a white pair of Speedos in any Australian TV productions, I apologise. That was a very sweaty day. Or any tighty-whitey.
Yeah, you know.
But you never know with these kind of TV shows, man. They could be auctioning them off.
Yeah, true.
Slip onto eBay. Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, someone wanted to buy
your character name's
underwear.
Bradley?
Brit,
that's it. Sorry, yeah. So yeah, Brit's actor underwear.
Yeah.
Used underwear. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, anyone listening from a costuming department on Colin From Accounts, reach out. Let us know what happened to them.
Yeah, I'd like that pair of underwear back.
Yeah. You might get to wear them in season 2.
Yeah, you never
unwashed.
Know. Yeah.
I did see this one once. I did a TV commercial where I wore this entire Lycra onesie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it was for Sports Bet, I suppose I can name them. And then a few months later, I saw the guy on Instagram wearing the same costume that I wore. He was just wearing it around their office. I was like, bro, I sweat so much in that. I was like, I wonder if they washed it.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah.
The dry cleaners.
I know, but I was like, I don't think they can wash that stuff because it's so specialised
material.
Yeah,
Lycra and that.
Yeah, so I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Good on them, I suppose.
A bunch of people sweating in that suit.
Yeah, exactly, right? And then I always worry about that. If you ever need to go into anywhere as an actor, you're like, fuck, have they cleaned this properly?
Yeah, right. Wow, I haven't even thought about that.
Shit, sorry, man. Give the apron a bit of a smell next time you put it on.
Yeah. I wonder how many people wore that underwear before I did.
Yeah, right? It's like
I didn't see it getting taken out of a packet or anything. It was just, here's underwear.
It's getting inducted into the Actor Hall of Fame next year, the underwear.
100%.
It's been in 50 programmes.
And I was the last one to wear it.
Yeah, fuck yes. Colin From Accounts retired that underwear. Unusable afterwards, that's what I heard.
Yeah. Too many skid marks. Man.
Yeah. Real method, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go all the way.
So I usually like to ask people, with this kind of podcast, people always come in with the pre-prepared stories, obviously, but there's always some of the go-to things. I don't know if I've ever met an actor that hasn't had a TV commercial audition they've not instantly regretted doing, or just thought, me personally, I was like, fuck, man, this is not for a real product. This is a hidden camera show. I've done so many auditions where I'm just TV commercials pretty much always, never really for a TV show or a film, but it's always TV commercial auditions. I'm like, I feel like the biggest dickhead ever.
Yeah, man.
And then never hear back from them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even see the TV commercial on. I'm like, fuck, was that real?
Yeah.
Genuinely. Have you had many TV commercials? Well, I mean, auditions in general, but I need to know about some of those TV commercial auditions.
There was this one where I had to pretend I was floating.
Oh, yeah.
And reaching out for something.
Was this recently?
Yeah.
Bro, I know the one you're talking about.
The insurance ad?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Did you get a call back for it?
No.
Oh, no shit. I got a call back for it.
Oh, yeah?
And I didn't realise it was the
puppy.
podcast dog's broken into the room. Oh, she's knocking over the microphone and everything. We're going to take a very small break whilst I get rid of her again. Right, back from the podcast dog. So yeah, sorry for that advert. I got a call back and I didn't realise it was... they just said a chat with the director. I didn't realise I had to audition.
Right. Yeah.
So I was just sitting in a chair. And all right, we'll just run the scene a few times. And it was like what you were saying.
Yeah.
I just sitting in this thing and just floating and
around.
pretending to I think I had to throw some papers in the air. Yeah.
Or reach out for something in slow motion and then reach out in real time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, what the hell am I doing?
It was pretend like you're floating, and I'm like, I don't know I can't act that well to make myself float, man.
Yeah. I was like, man, I went to drama school to do this.
That's it. It's like I spent so much money on drama school just to do, and you know what? They always just cast the best looking person.
Yeah.
Just cast. Anyone that's new to the industry, just get a nice headshot, man. That's all they cast.
Pretty much. And then it was cast you every time.
You know, I might edit this part out.
Yeah.
But because they were looking for stunt performers for that one as well, because you had to be in a harness.
Yeah.
And they called me up after the callback audition, and they were like, "Hey, we loved you. The director loved you, but the producers wanted someone a bit older.
Right.
Do you know anyone older that's good in harnesses? And I was like, I'm not giving you replacements for my character.
For real?
Yeah, I'm like, no, hire me if you want me. I'm not helping you find my replacement.
Jerks?
Yeah. So I don't know whether that's stayed in the podcast or not. Yeah. I was like, fuck, man. Not only I have, like, anyone that's listening, you don't get paid for your initial audition. You get paid a little bit for a callback. Yeah. And then, like, I'm not actively going out my way to find someone else to do the job that I want. Real? Yeah.
No, just give it to me, please.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, fuck, I don't know how many hoops I have to jump through.
Yeah.
It's like, just make my hair more grey.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, dude. Yeah. Put me in a fat suit.
Yeah, like, literally, I'll do anything. Yeah. Whatever you want, guys. Yeah. I know they say never be desperate. I'm always desperate. I always do the money.
For real, dude.
Yeah. Do you find that that was like? Do you find that you get asked to be like the funny big guy in a lot of auditions, or? Yeah.
I feel like I've been typecasted as the funny best friend.
Is it?
Big guy, yeah.
Yeah, is that all? Are you coming in for like the comedy or like
comedy
comic
relief?
Yeah.
Because I'm a funny guy, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing, right? I get put forward to be a dad all the time now.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's all I am, man.
Just fucking... a dad?
Just dads. Just a dad.
I can see that.
Yeah, I know, that's a problem. Yeah. Not even funny dad or interesting, just dad. Yeah. I swear to God, going back through all my audition briefs recently, it's like, every TV commercial is dad, skate dad, 100% dad.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. It's never any of the interesting ones. Do you get like interesting ones with the funny guy, or is it always just like...
Nah, this is like funny goon.
Funny goon, nice.
Yeah, it's like usually dumb.
Yeah,
like,
right.
The stupid guy. It's like, oh, what?
Big guy must be stupid.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice when you go in as well and you're like, oh, you can see me as a dumb guy?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I look stupid.
Yeah. Like, great, I went to drama school again for this.
Yeah. For real.
It's like, fuck, man, I could have just walked in off the street if you told me that.
Could have just... Didn't need any of the training. I could have just came out and was like, yep.
I know, right? Do you find any other auditions have stuck out for you in the past? I mean...
Car commercials in general.
Yeah, right?
Just like, now you're looking at the wheel. Now pretend the wheel's spinning.
Yeah.
And look at the camera and just smile. I'm like, what?
Again, they get you to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And for anyone that doesn't audition... There's no car in the room.
No.
Man, I forget what side the door's on and what side the handbrake's on and stuff. And they're like, oh, can you get out of the car? No, get out the other way.
Like, sorry.
Fuck, man, if the car's here, I know what way to get out of the car. And it's always just like, and like, again, I'm not complaining. If I get any of these commercials, I love them. But it's like, you pull up to the house, you sit there, you smile, you look out the window to your wife and your kids, and you get out of the car and you go and give them a hug.
Yeah.
And every single time, there's no one there.
No, you're just sitting in a blank white room.
Yeah.
And there's like a wooden chair and just like the casting director.
Yeah. I know, right? And they don't want to be watching 500 fucking dudes doing exactly the same thing. Yeah.
They're just like, just look at my face.
I know,
do you like
right?
me or not?
But that's it as well, because you're like, they do all the work and they get all this stuff, and then they go to the people that are making the TV commercial, the people with the money, and they're like, these people are great, and then we've had a couple of casting directors on here, and they say 9 times out of 10 they're just like, no, that person looks good, and just points at a headshot, and that's it. And you're like, oh fuck, dude. Man. Putting us, like, it's not fine now. Like, self-tapes are a lot more prevalent now since COVID, but like, you used to drive into the room and you'd be sitting in the waiting room for half an hour, and
it's just like a whole chunk of your day gone.
Yeah.
Just to get there, wait around,
and
do the thing.
Parking ticket as well. Dude. I don't know about you. I got like I had more than one parking ticket because auditions I've ran over.
Yeah, dude. For real. I luckily got into acting as like the COVID hit.
Oh, nice.
So it was just like
all self-tapes?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, man.
There was one audition I had to do. I got it, but it was just weird. I had to pretend to be footy player.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, come on.
Just to no one in the room.
No one.
Oh, bro, I hate
those. In a good mark and like kick the ball. I was like, yeah, come on, buddy, yeah.
I had to do one of them once. Oh, it might have been during COVID, I think, and I just filmed it in a park.
Yeah.
But they were like, yeah, go for your marks, go for it. And I was just like, literally in a park, there was kids out of shot.
Yeah.
I look like a fucking psychopath. I was just playing football by myself.
Yeah.
And they were like, go for a mark. And I was like, Googling, what's a mark? I was like, again, just felt like a complete dick. I never got it. Never got that one. But yeah. Probably because they're like, what the fuck's this guy doing? We said go for a mark and he's pretending to tackle the thin air. I was like, fuck man, I grew up watching rugby, not football.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, casting directors, if you're listening, I'll do anything.
So a lot.
Yeah, hit us up after this, please. As you can see, we have very low standards for us.
I'm very free.
Yeah, all the time, anytime.
Yeah, anytime you're available.
You want me to work Sundays, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Do you find it, like, because you've done a fair whack of theatre now as well, hey?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you find the theatre auditions are a little bit more respectful? I don't mean I don't mean that in a negative way to any of the TV commercial auditions I was just talking about, but yeah. Theatre's got real one of two ways, I find. Yeah. How have you found them even?
It's just more structured.
Yeah, right?
And like depending on who you go with, it's real more playful.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? You get to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I have had those kind of theatre auditions, and then I've had like I don't know what you'd call them, like weird contemporary theatre auditions, where they try and get you to match each other's energy. I went to go and do this one. I know, oh bro. I went to go and do this one once down, I won't name the theatre. It's a nice theatre in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And
let me cut it up.
Oh yeah, Gasworks.
Oh yeah.
So I went for one down there, and like again, beautiful theatre. But they were like, "All right, we're gonna do it with you and a partner and this other scene partner," and we had to go in and take our shoes and socks off and feel the ground, and then we had to hold hands and like look at each other and guide each other around the room. And I was like, I came with a scene prepared. As well. Are you gonna do that? Because I was like, and like,
you never do the scene.
No, right?
You never get to the scene.
It. And then they're always like, "What's your favorite part of the play?" And I was like, the play's good, man, but favorite part would be getting paid work.
Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah. And then like we tried to lead each other around the room, but it was the middle of winter and it was fucking freezing.
Yeah,
I was just like, I was so stiff, and I, again, didn't get that one. But yeah. I'm glad. Have you ever had any of those kinds of theatre auditions?
No.
That's fucking good to hear, man.
I think
not yet. We should always preface this with not yet.
No auditions, but like workshops in the past. Just for like.
Bro, have you done a lot of workshops?
Yeah. It's just like leading you around and like.
I get that stuff might be helpful.
Yeah.
You know what's also helpful? Like learning how to be in a scene.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
that stuff's so helpful.
Yeah.
But
for an audition?
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I was like, I didn't get it, and I was like, I'm not so upset I didn't. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
When you're doing audition, I'm like, I could be okay with this.
And look, yeah, it's an audition. I don't get paid for it, but it wasn't a workshop, so I didn't pay $300 for it sometimes as well.
True.
And look, like different stuff works for everyone, hey?
Yeah.
Again, who am I to say what works?
Yeah.
I'm fucking unemployed for the most part.
Yeah. Everyone has their methods.
Yeah, exactly right. But I tell you what, that stuff doesn't work for me.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. It's funny to talk about afterwards.
Yeah, sure. But it's hard to like when everyone's like, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, cool,
I felt that. Yeah.
It's a cult at that point, honestly, I think.
Just say yes, just to get out the room.
It's what like did you go to acting school, you said then?
I did intensives.
Oh, cool, yeah, perfect.
Which is the poor person's drama school.
I think the normal person's drama school, a lot of the time to go to drama school, like in this country especially, you need to be born with rich parents.
Yeah,
it really
dude.
fucking helps.
For real.
Yeah. And again, like that's not to say if you haven't been, you can't get in, but like, fuck man, it's not a cheap game.
No.
And if you hate money, like
Yeah.
acting's a great thing to pursue.
For real.
Yeah. Because fuck, man. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Oh, man.
Some years I look back at what I made and I'm like, Bro, I'd be better off just being a barista full
Yeah,
time.
I should have just been working full time.
I know, right? And then I don't have to stress.
Yeah.
And I don't have to like worry. I'm like,
job security.
when's my call sheet coming out for tomorrow? Am I getting up at 4 a.m.? Yeah.
Like, what are we getting paid for the last week's shoot?
Exactly,
Like,
right?
Dude.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I get paid this much. And like, oh, wait, there's tax, then agency fees. And then you're like, oh, shit, okay, wait, that wasn't as much.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice, I suppose, but not as much as I thought. Yeah.
And there's another bracket that I don't know, but money gets taken for that.
Oh, and you're paying your union fees
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'm like, oh, dude.
But yeah, I found with like a few, I did some, how should I say this? I did some drama courses over the lockdown as well. It was all on Zoom. But man, that was a cult.
Yeah.
The one that I was in, it was full of just a cult.
Dude.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't think like lockdown wasn't the most fun anyway, but like doing that each week, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, I think I'm fine. I'm getting worse.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, and it wasn't in person, it was all on Zoom. So like,
online stuff is
fucking rough.
It usually never works.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the callbacks nowadays are online as well.
Yeah.
Have you done a lot of callbacks? Like the Zoom
for
sort of
Collins,
stuff?
I had a callback
On Zoom?
On Zoom.
Oh, shit.
It was so weird because it was me and Jen.
Oh, nice.
Who plays Kiara.
Yeah.
It was the first time meeting her, and I was like, yeah, this is Jen, and I'm here, and we're going to do this thing. And like, the lag, and it was like...
Oh, my God.
I got up, I was like... I was so upset. My partner was like, what's wrong? I was like, I didn't get it.
Isn't that so funny, though?
Yeah.
You fucking got it.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you come out of them, you're like, fucking got that.
Yeah.
You just never hear back as well. It's not that you didn't even get it. They just... Nobody tells you anything.
For real.
Like, cool, sick.
Never hear anything. I was like, yeah. Until you see it, it's like, okay, I guess I didn't get it.
Yeah, I presume that I'm not on this now. I tell you what, I was... I did some stunt work for a TV show last year.
Yeah.
And the stunt coordinator called me up and he's like, hey man, you interested in doing a little bit of stunt work on this? And I was like, oh yeah, I actually auditioned for an acting role in this as well.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what was the role? And I was like, so-and-so. And he's like, oh, you didn't get that. That guy's in this scene as well. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay.
That was a great way to find out.
Yeah, I know. But you know how it is. You've
Yeah,
still put those days on hold.
Yeah.
You've not had a haircut or a shave because you still need to look like how you win your auditions. Yeah, bro. But yeah, Zoom, like chemistry tests or any of that kind of stuff's a fucking nightmare.
For real. I don't know how you do that online.
Yeah, right? Because in person it's easy, right?
Yeah.
You just chat.
You're just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but on Zoom you're talking over each other, the lag.
Yeah,
like if you've got a shitty internet connection.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, sorry, you go. And then sometimes you can't hear them and you're like,
Yeah.
did they say their line? Are they taking a really long pause? Yeah.
Because Zoom does this thing where when two people are talking, the loudest person gets the...
They get like boosted or whatever.
Yeah. It's so weird. So it's like...
So if you're ever trying to be natural and talk over each other,
it's not going to work on Zoom.
No. But again, it fucking worked out for that one. Have you had a lot of other auditions where you're like, yeah, fucking nailed that, I've got it, and then just never heard back?
Oh, dude. So many.
It's honestly...
I don't think anyone that sticks out.
Yeah, I've done a fair few where it felt so good and just nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. Recently for Nautilus.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, man, we shot it and we sent it through. And I was like, I got a good thing about this.
You got this.
And like sitting there, a month goes by, 2 months go by. I'm like, then the announcement comes out.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
I don't want to be a downer. I think they've already shot and wrapped that one. So. Was that for
Tyrone's got it?
Yeah. Mutual friend Tyrone. I mean, fucking good on him.
Yeah, man.
That would have been nice as well, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Dude, that whole year, man.
Yeah, whole year up in Queensland.
Yeah, just...
And then just for Disney, just to dump it as well.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because, like, I remember auditioning for Artful Dodger last year. And it's just recently came out. And, like, Nautilus has been done and dusted.
They, I think, finished editing last year.
Yeah.
Like,
and it still hasn't come out.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I don't think Disney Plus is going to run it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if
they
another
sold
networks...
it or something? Yeah.
Have they? Has it been picked up by someone else? Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's crazy. I had so many friends that worked on that. And
Yeah.
It was like, oh, sick. That was... I mean, we got paid, but kind of for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like when you get good pay, but like nothing comes of it.
Yes.
It's like, oh.
I'm happy for that to happen with a TV commercial.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, if I shoot it and pay it and it doesn't come out.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it was one day.
Yeah, and I'm open for other things in that field as well. For like people that don't know as well, a lot of the time with TV commercials, like if you do, I don't know, say like an alcohol brand, you can't advertise any other alcohol for like 3 to 5 years or something.
Yeah, gambling as well.
Yeah, gambling's another big one as well, isn't it? So, but then if it doesn't come out on telly, you keep going for those fucking commercials, man. Just a free payday. Yeah. But yeah, TV shows are like, this is my big break.
Yeah.
Especially for that one, our mutual favourite Tyrone. Like, that was a big main part.
For real. That was a big production.
Yeah, massive. Like
I remember seeing 7 News broadcasts were like, yeah, this is great for the Gold Coast. So many work, so many jobs. And I was like...
I mean, they all still got paid, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Like, they were even flying up people from here a lot to it as well,
It's crazy.
Oh, well, Colin From Accounts got a season 2, motherfucker.
We're still shooting.
Yeah, exactly.
Binge. Check it out.
Thanks, Binge.
Yeah, thanks, Binge. Love you, Binge. Foxtel.
Yeah. Although Disney Plus, if you are listening, still take work on you as well.
We love Disney.
We love anyone that pays us.
Yeah. Sponsor me.
Yeah. You've done a fair whack of other TV shows as well around Australia, hey?
Yeah.
Have you amassed yourself a little fan group yet?
No.
No one been reaching out?
Yeah, no.
Oh, fuck. All right.
This is good.
No, you want to stay in the shadows?
Like, I'm very content if I never get famous.
Yeah, right.
But if I get like consistent work and like
that's a dream, isn't
it? The paydays,
Yeah.
but like, because like fame's cool, but it looks long
and tiring.
Yeah,
all right.
Like you always got to be like
you always have to be that good person. If you ever have like a one bad day and somebody meets you in the street,
it's like fuck that guy.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah,
but like you've worked with a lot of big names. Do you find that they're like always on set, or are they like?
Nah, I've been lucky to have some cool people.
Yeah,
but
nice.
I've heard some stories about some
we've
people.
all heard some stories, man.
some stories, man. I'll leave those stories.
Yeah, no,
but
we're not trying to incriminate ourselves on the podcast.
Every time I've met like really big names, I don't know what happens to me.
It's fun.
I just freak out. It's so awkward.
It's so many people just like lose how to talk.
Yeah,
I've done it a few times as well. I just like fuck, man. You just like they're different human beings.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
It's like because I was at the Actors last year.
Yeah,
and like everyone was there, like Guy Pearce, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, these motherfuckers that you've seen in like blockbusters, like even since you were younger as well. Yeah, like, Guy Pearce has been around for like years.
Yeah, I was on Insta with him. Oh, bro,
that's right. Hey,
I was because we had a scene together, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Guy Pearce,
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know if I was cool, but I was like, man. Thank you for. It's been an honor to work with you. I was like such a loser. I was like, "What are you doing?"
It's so funny as well because they get treated like that all the time. Yeah. And they just want you to act normal around them, but like something just goes in your brain.
Yeah. Because he was like so cool. He was like, "Hey, I'm Guy, bro." So,
yeah. It's like, I know.
Like, oh, really good to meet you, bro.
Yes. That's so funny. And you're trying not to stare as well.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
This motherfucker's right here in real life. He's right in front of me.
Yeah, it's like he was over, like, there was one scene, he was out, like, just in the distance. But, like, I walked over and, like, they were talking about something. And I was like, I know something about this. I was like, oh, yeah, it's on Paramount Plus.
And you just sneak away afterwards.
And he looked at me like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you're so funny. You know what? He would not remember that interaction.
Yeah, nah.
But for you, that's like the biggest thing ever.
Thing of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I said something to Guy Pearce.
I know, right? And he acknowledged it as well.
Yeah.
And he wasn't just like disgusted with me being there.
Yeah, dude. But the worst one was Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like he was coming from the toilet and I was heading towards the toilet and I had my head down. I was walking because like I saw someone's shoes. Like, oh, sorry. And I look up. It's Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I was like, and he's like, hey, buddy. I was like, hi. And I was like, Yeah, right. And then have a good one. And I was just going to yeah.
That's it.
What the fuck?
Because if you have time to build it up and you're like, this is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
If you accidentally bump into Chris Hemsworth going to the toilet. Bro, I think you did better than most people.
Anything. Because I was like, I was going to go to the toilet, come back, and I was like, this is Thor.
Yeah. It's fucking Thor. That is it as well, right? Oh, that's crazy.
Bro.
How many times do you replay that in your head, being like, "This is
so
everything
many
I could have,
times."
yeah,
so
this is everything I could have said to him. This is all that could have happened.
Dude. Yeah, bro.
I could have been in Thor 5.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh man, the amount of opportunities that I've missed.
Yeah,
like I was on this thing in Cairns with Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah,
and like I fucked up the first impression because it was like, I was like walked on set and I was like, oh yeah, how you doing? I was like, oh yeah, how you doing? How you doing? That's Pete Davidson.
Did you say that to him?
Yeah, and he's like, what? Yeah, man, what's up? I was like, oh hi, oh. I was like, and he's like, you're good. I was like, yeah, you're just famous. Oh, no, you idiot.
He's like, yeah, thanks, man. I know.
Yeah, and that was his reply.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
That's so good. I mean, that sucks. That sucks. But that's fucking great.
I meant to say, like, oh, you're Pete Davidson. But what came out was, oh, you're famous.
Yeah.
You're famous? You're famous, idiot.
Yeah. And he's like, do you work here? What's going on? Can someone get, like, is this guy all right?
Yeah. Oh, like, bro.
That fucking sucks.
It was so, and you know when someone, like, is like, oh, yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that just click off and I'm like...
So much work to get back from that as well, bro.
I was like, but luckily after the scene that we did, it was like, you're funny, dude. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much.
You're famous.
Again.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude. There's been so many stories like that where I've met like someone I've just like looked up to.
Yeah.
And like, oh my gosh, I've just said the wrong thing. And I'm just like, I'm never going to work with this person again.
Well, that's a funny thing. You're like, all right, I'll move on from Pete Davidson. I'll go and work with Guy Pearce now. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, I fucked it with him. I'll go and bump into Chris Hemsworth now. Ah, shit. Liam Hemsworth? Luke, I'll take Luke Hemsworth.
Yeah, any of them.
Yeah. That's so funny as well.
Oh, it's
and it's
worst.
like, yeah, first impressions count.
Yeah.
But they must get that all the time. Like,
Yeah, probably.
and they must get so much worse as well. Like people like literally screaming at them. I went to go and see a screening of a film, and Hugo Weaving was doing the talk beforehand, and I saw him outside the cinema, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll go and like approach him, and then like a horde of people approached him, wearing like the V for Vendetta masks and stuff, and they're like, sign this, and I was like, I'll probably leave him alone.
Yeah.
Because
But there's like those small opportunities, you know. It was like, man, I could have. And you think back, it's like, I should have just went up to him.
Yeah, like a normal human being. Yeah. But again, you're stuck in the moment, man.
Yeah, it was like,
I did this movie like, fuck, it must have been like, God, I'm like genuinely 15 years ago, back in Scotland. But I had Channing Tatum in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it was before he kind of became, like, he'd done like Step Up and stuff, but he hadn't done all the massive things yet.
Yeah.
So he was doing this film in Scotland, and like, I started off in the film, I had 8 days, and then the 8 days got cut down to like 4 days. And then I think like I ended up literally just being a featured extra. Like, I don't know what happened to my character, but yeah, it fucking sucked. It still paid really well, but like still. And then at one point, because we were going inside and outside of a tent, and I was standing outside the tent, and then he has to like do something outside the tent and then go in the tent. So he had to keep crawling out, because these were quite low tents. Like,
right.
It was set in like the 1400s or something.
Oh, okay.
So like really low tents. So he had to crawl in and out each time.
Yeah.
And then he'd crawl out and he'd be like, oh, hey man, how are you? And I was just like, I was like, fuck. And then we did like, I don't know, like literally 10 takes.
Yeah.
Every time he came back out, I was trying to think of something cool to say to him, and I was like, oh, feeling like an old man. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? And then by the end of it, I was just like, I'm just going to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, how are you? And I was like just trying to act normal by the end of it. But fuck, it was brutal. It was so bad.
For real.
And again, Channing Tatum, man, one of the biggest fucking movie stars in the world.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to remember this, but I'm going to remember this forever.
Forever, dude.
Hello. Now, before we get into our next story, I've got to tell you the main reason why I'm able to fumble through my awkward and embarrassing day-to-day occasions. Coffee. Now, fortunately for myself and all of the listeners, we have paired with one of Melbourne's best coffee companies, Coffee on Q, a coffee worth talking about. Get ready to caffeinate yourself through your next awkward moment with Coffee on Q's signature Elevate blend. Crafted in-house with precision, each sip delivers delightful flavour notes of strawberry, chocolate and marmalade. And here's the deal you won't want to miss. Coffee on Q is offering an exclusive discount to all our listeners. Simply use the code WBFT15 at checkout to enjoy an incredible 15% off all coffee purchases. That's right, WBFT15 is a key to savings, making sure you're properly awake to remember your next big embarrassing moment. Now, this code is valid for all coffee products, so make sure you stock up on your favourites. And the best part? You can use the code WBFT15 as many times as you like. So don't miss out on the opportunity to enjoy the finest coffee Melbourne has to offer. Simply visit Coffee on Q, and that's QCUE.com.au, and enter the discount code WBFT15 at checkout to unlock 15% off your next coffee order. That's WBFT15 at coffeeonq.com.au. Coffee on Q, where awkward moments pair perfectly with your daily cup. But that kind of stuff, it fucking sticks with you. Yeah. It really sticks with you.
Like that movie with God Pierce, I didn't want to say anything embarrassing anymore. So it probably seemed like I was like standoffish.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't want to get in this guy's way and like embarrass myself.
Because you're like, maybe if he just doesn't remember me, that's better than him fucking hating me.
Hating me for life.
Yeah, like if you say one thing and he's like, no, I'm in character. Especially with things like big celebrities. Like, I don't know how they like to act on set. Like, are they always in character? Like, you hear all the horror stories, man. So I'm like, I don't want to fuck up his day. Yeah. And then like potentially get fired.
Yeah, well, blacklisted or something, dude.
And then at the same time, you're like, oh, maybe he's just a normal human. He wouldn't mind me saying hello.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like just trying to hide away. And then if he talks to you, you're like, okay, I get this. This is fine now. Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I was like, keep my answers short and sharp.
Yeah, right? Like, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr.
Like,
Pierce. Thank you, Guy. Mr. Guy Pierce.
Mr. Guy Pierce.
Mr. Guy, thank you. Thank you for a memento.
For real.
Like, that kind of stuff's so funny on TV as well, because sometimes you'll only meet those people for one day.
Yeah.
But then on camera, you have to, like, I don't know, maybe their boss, or like you're trying to intimidate them or something like that. And then off camera, you're like, try not to piss your pants.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, you've done a fair bit of theatre as well, we were saying before that. At least in theatre, like, if you're working with somebody that's a bit more of a name, man, you've done like months of rehearsals together. Yeah. You're in the scenes every single day. You can kind of like work up to it.
Yeah, you feel more like tight-knit.
Yeah, right?
And like family.
Yeah.
Where it's like, there's no rehearsals.
No, that's the funny thing. And I've not done anywhere near as big of the parts as you have on TV shows, but you just like, why is nobody rehearsing anything?
Yeah.
Like, you just turn up and then you'll run lines maybe whilst lights are still getting set up. And
if they're like want to run lines with you.
Yeah. Otherwise they're like, no, let's just do it on the day. And you're like,
Okay.
Fuck, I hope I've remembered these 2 pages.
For real.
Yeah. And then otherwise you're just sitting separately in your trailers. Or they've got like their PA, like they're just having a little chat with their PA or with the director. And you're like, fuck, I don't even feel comfortable chatting to the director.
Yeah, let alone.
Yeah.
It
is nice when they sort of take their time out to chat to you, though. I've had a few guys that have done that, and it's like, fuck, it's appreciated.
Yeah, 100%.
It's always nice as well when they're like, oh, you're Scottish. And then they'll tell you some Scottish things, and you're like, cool, man. Everybody tells me that, but like, you're famous, bro, so this is fine.
But I guess that's the like real good thing about Collins. Because, like, everyone's so cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
And, like Pat and Harry, like, they're just on set with everyone, just chill.
Yeah.
Even, like, other members of the cast, like Emma Harvey and Jen and that, and even Ty. We just feel like... It feels like another family.
Yeah, that's
nice.
It's
really cool.
And I suppose, like, that kind of show, like... You're not having to crawl through the mud in like winter and stuff like that. So you're all pretty. You don't have to be miserable all the time. Yeah. So it's way nicer. Just like fuck, some of the I like the period pieces or the period shows where you're wearing the most uncomfortable costumes and it's freezing cold.
For real.
Or like what we worked on when it's the fucking middle of winter and everybody's miserable.
It was so freezing.
Oh, bro, it sucked.
It felt like summer camp.
Yeah, well, it literally was at certain points as well. We stayed in a summer camp at one point. Like, ate in a dorm or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
That was fucked.
That was fucked.
Yeah. We'll move on from that.
that was a funny experience for me.
Oh man, I met so many great people on there, and then I met loads of people I'd never worked with again. Yeah. But like, yeah, so many great people, and like, what was that? 3 years ago now?
Was it?
Yeah, bro, it's 2021.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Where is it?
Yeah.
That's the question.
That is the question.
Yeah, but yeah, like that's so funny. That's so weird. Anyway, but. Anyway, we'll move on from that. Message us if you want to know more.
Yeah. DMs.
Yeah, slip into them DMs. But yeah, so with theatre, a lot of the time, like TV and film, you get multiple takes. You fuck up. You'll still keep going, but you're like, I can do that again.
Yeah.
Theatre, you fuck up. You're like, hopefully it's not a massive fuck up.
Yeah.
Hopefully this isn't like breaking the show or anything like
For
that.
real.
Yeah. Like little things, you'll be like, fucked. I didn't mean to say that there, but the audience won't notice.
Yeah.
Do you find, or have you found in theatre a lot of stuff's gone wrong before, or it's always been pretty smooth sailing? Because you've had some pretty like full-on shows as far as like sets and stuff go. Like some of the bigger sets, like just not action, like set pieces and stuff like that. So like more stuff there, more stuff to go wrong, essentially.
Yeah, I guess.
Or has it been pretty smooth sailing?
Yeah,
so far.
Smooth.
I should say. We should always say.
Yeah, everything that I've been a part of. There's like, because you drill.
Yeah, man.
You like theater. You have like minimum 2 weeks to just drill.
Oh, for sure. Like you can do that in your sleep.
Yeah,
yeah.
Essentially,
nice.
like I probably still remember some lines from plays that I've done like years ago.
I remember some monologues I used to use for auditions all the time. Like you just do that stuff so much.
Dude. So it's like I feel like even if things went wrong, you could just play it off
through it. Yeah.
Because with theater, it's just like whatever happens, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like bang, bang,
you
bang.
kind of have to keep going, don't you?
Yeah. It's like you just, because if you break, then everything breaks down.
Yep.
And the world just, the illusion's broken.
Yeah. Like, it's so funny as well, because you're like, yeah, obviously this isn't real. You're sitting in an audience with me on a stage, but then people get so engrossed with it. But then you're like, oh, sorry, this light's not worked. Yeah.
Because I remember the last show that I did, we did this, it's called This.
Yeah.
With Dave Woods directing, and we did it in Richmond, the old Richmond power station.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it was so sick. It was like on 2 levels, and it was a massive show in the mud. I got to do this fight scene, and I dropped from the roof.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this. Like, that's what I was talking about. Like, so much stuff can go wrong there, man.
Yeah, dude. But I remember, because my finger now is fucked.
Yeah.
I remember I think it was opening night. We did the fight scene, and like, we did the first stunt, did the second, third stunt in the fight, and it's like midway through the fight, and I do this lift, like we do lift, bang, and I'm on the floor, and I'm like, my hand feels numb.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and then I looked at my finger, and my finger was the other way.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah.
Is it the pinky?
Yeah, the pinky.
Is that why it looks like that?
Yeah, I still haven't fixed it. I need to fix it.
Oh, bro, my pinkies are like that as well. I've broken these things so many times.
So many. My
pinkies suck. For anyone listening, yeah, those things just break.
Yeah, they're just like catch on things.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
And then after you break them, they catch on things so much more often. Yeah.
I look down in the mud. I'm like, oh my God. I turn over away from the crowd. Like, and I pull it. I'm like, get back up, and you just gotta finish the fight.
Holy
You
shit!
just gotta finish the fight. I was like, dude.
Did anyone else notice?
Nah, not until the end. I was like, yeah, I think I hurt myself, and they were like, oh my God, Michael.
But that's a fucking professional, man. That's so impressive.
Thanks, man. But
especially like, and not to like say all actors like this, but a lot of actors would be like fully just
yeah, like no, stop the show.
Fingers backwards.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, give us 5 minutes.
But I was like, show's got to go on, man.
Did that? You still keep doing the same fight after that as well? Yeah, right.
So I taped it to my my other finger.
Yeah, the ring finger.
For the rest of because I
not
knew,
a bad idea.
Yeah, I knew for the rest of the season, like I know that I'm gonna have to operate on this. So
shit.
And like it was a 9-show season, and this was opening night.
Right.
And like everyone was like, even Dan's our producer. She's like, Michael, you need to go see the doctor. I was like, yeah. I'll see you
in 8 days' time. Yeah.
It was like, but yeah, it was really cool.
That's one of the more impressive, firstly, injuries I've heard on stage.
Oh yeah,
and then fixes on stage as well.
Yeah.
Far out.
I was like, I gotta straighten this out. Like I had like a few seconds to get back up.
What's the funny thing with a broken finger as well? And I'm sorry for anyone that hates listening to this stuff as well, but like if you give it time, it starts swelling up and you can't like put it back again. So like if you pop it in straight away,
it's like you have
pretty much
chance.
Better. Yeah. Because like if you went through the rest, I mean, I don't know how you do it with the finger on backwards for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
But like then you'd be in so much more trouble.
Yeah. Because I like the scene, I had to like use my hands a lot.
Far out.
I was like, all right, let's get on, finish the fight. And I was like, and then the end of the show, I just lie there.
Yeah.
For like the rest of the show.
Nice.
So I was like, and then the last moment, someone walks over the top of our bodies and just like delivers a monologue and then like stands there and then blackout. And he stood on my finger. I was like,
right. That's like,
it was so fun. It was like,
that's fucking sod's law. Like,
I was like, what an opening night, man.
So when you were lying there, like, could you feel your finger by that point? Was it starting to throb?
Yeah. I could
far
feel
out.
it just pulse. You know how
you've got a heart in your finger.
Yeah, like I could just feel my heartbeat, and then like he stood and I was like, oh.
Did they stand on it and move off, or did they stand and deliver the entire monologue on the finger?
Yeah, nah, he stood on it and then like I moved my hand and he moved his leg.
Yeah, far out, man. Somebody in the crowd's like, he's not dead. Yeah, I saw him move. Shit. Like, yeah, obviously this is theatre, man. I'm not holding my breath for 10 minutes as well. What do you want?
For real.
Have you ever had to play a dead body apart from that as well?
Nah.
No, right. That's some of the hardest acting I've found.
Yeah. Have you done that?
Well, with stunt work, I'm always getting killed.
Yeah, true.
Killed or knocked out or something like that. And it's always like, kind of like in that part, like you get killed and then people will talk afterwards, although like explain something.
Yeah.
So you're just fucking lying on the ground, pretending to be dead.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh man, it's whether it's inside or outside. Outside's if you fall on like dirt, it's better because you get to fall on dirt, but then you've got bugs crawling on you and, like, in your ears and stuff. Or it's like blazing sunshine. If you fall inside, it's like concrete and it fucking sucks to fall on. So like it's lose either way.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, like sometimes you just there's a stunt coordinator in Victoria called Chris Weir, amazing stunt coordinator, and he always says die hard and die comfy because you're going to be lying in that position for a long time.
For real.
Yeah, so you make it look gnarly.
Yeah,
and then you just like lie there like you're asleep in a bed.
Yeah, I remember that full comfy.
Yeah,
because for the movie that we did, I kept landing weird.
Yeah, right.
I was like, man, my arm's getting numb, but I gotta stay like this.
Yeah, I know, right? You can't just get up, because that was during a gunfight as well. You just like get up with like live firing bullets. Now, like they were blanks, but they were still live firing. They can still, I mean, just look at Rust from a couple of years ago. They can still kill you. Yeah, so you're not like getting like halfway through the scene, getting up and moving your arm. Because there's a dead guy there. He should be moving.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. You like reset that scene and have to do it all over again as well. That had an explosion. I don't know if we're ruining this TV show or not, but like that had an explosion in it as well. Yeah.
That day was it was an epic day.
That was a full on day.
Yeah.
And the end of the day as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk about this if the show ever comes out.
That was my fault.
I know. Message Michael if you want to know what we're talking about here, because I certainly won't be talking about it.
So bad, dude. That's another one.
Yes.
Oh.
Like, it's up to you if you want to talk about it.
Yeah,
Man,
no. The whole day,
yeah.
I was like mucking around and was like joking and like, and the stunt guy, the gun guy.
Yeah, the armourer, he's not stunt guys. Yeah.
Oh,
I only say that because I'm in stunts and that's like, he's nothing to do with us.
Oh, okay, cool. The whole day he was like coming up to me and he was like, you know, I'm important and you're not. So
yeah, nice. Yeah, that sounds like something he would have said.
Yeah. So if I want you gone, you can be gone. And I was like, I was just mucking around, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, man. My apologies. And like, so that was the whole day. And
it was
then
a long fucking day as well.
And then at the end of the day, me and Russ, we he wanted to take a photo, and then like, so I grabbed one of the guns and we took a photo, and he lost it, dude.
Bro, that was so full on.
He lost it, and like he was like yelling at me, yelling at Sammy, and I was like, fuck, I'm just extra. Yeah. Which made it even worse. Because like, if I was cast, I was like, oh, so sorry, dude, I'll say something. But like, I'm an extra. I'm like, I was stood there frozen. And me and Tomo was just, like, he was yelling at Tomo and then yelling at me. And then Russ was like, yeah, sorry, that was my bad. And then he was like, grabbed all his guns and was like, no, that's it, we're done. Blah, blah, blah.
Gone, yeah.
And then he said something and set Tyrone off, and then Tyrone stood up for us and was like, fuck, I know.
Fuck, that was quite the end of the day, right?
Man.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, I don't know if because you were meant to do one more shot, eh?
Yeah, I think we managed to get one more shot done after that. Yeah. But yeah, man. Oh, that was hectic.
That was my fault.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking idiot.
And like, I'm going to be honest with you as well, Michael. I'm all for gun safety. Like, like that stuff's fucking terrifying. Yeah, man. But yeah, that was so full on. Yeah. But also, you're like,
it was my bad, dude. Because
it
shut down the production.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
There was also not a lot of safety measures in that production as well. I don't feel uncomfortable saying that.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah, and just not enough people working on it as well to like help out with everything.
So many people, like there was so many jobs doing so many people doing multiple jobs.
I think there's more cast than crew. Yeah, like genuinely,
it's so crazy.
Yeah, it's mad, hey?
Yeah,
in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah, and we stayed in a scout camp. Yeah, where like the power kept tripping as well, so we couldn't have heating. Oh, bro, dude. That was fucked. Yeah. Like that might be a nice little thing to start bringing the podcast towards the end. Yes. Did you come in with any other prepared stories as well that you want to tell?
Nah.
No, is that everything?
Yeah.
We'll end it on a nice little gun safety PSA.
Don't play with guns, kids.
Yeah.
Especially with trained professionals.
Yep. On set. I mean, in real life, I'll be honest, don't play with just don't play with guns. Yeah. Probably for the best.
Don't even try to have a laugh. It's not funny.
No. Did you get that photo?
I don't even know. Oh. That was the worst part. I don't even know where the photo was.
Oh, far out. Who took it? Oh, you don't have to say it. We'll move on. We'll stop incriminating ourselves. Yeah. Fuck, that was one of the more hectic days. Yeah. And that's... Oh, no, there were definitely more hectic days than that, actually. Yeah. But, like, that was one memorable. That was one of the memorable days, yeah. Anyway, fuck. We'll go from that onto some more positive stuff.
Great, thanks.
Fuck, I've ended that on a real downer, haven't I? No, we'll say. You got any happy stories? You know, like good things. Oh,
and that was all your fault.
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't even remember that part because I was standing down the other end of the scene, so I couldn't see anything that was happening.
Yeah.
So all I heard was just at one point shouting, and I was like, "That's not part of the scene, is it?" Because it was quite a high, like quite an elevated scene. Like there was a lot of gunfire, and there was two groups fighting against each other. So I just thought there was like, I don't know, rehearsals or something like that. Yeah, fuck, man. Hectic stuff.
Hectic, dude.
Yeah.
I'm never touching like, a gun on set ever again.
That's fair enough, bro. That's fair enough. Unless you want to get a photo with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll move on from that, yeah. Colin From Accounts, finishing up filming at some point at the start of this year. Yeah. And then, it'll be fucking... I saw you on the side of a bus, I think.
Really?
Last year, yeah. Like the entire... photo. Yeah. So I'm sure like anyone will be able to find out when that comes out. But like keep an eye out for that. What else have you got coming out, or that's just that? I mean, you're in like literally like I was saying everything. Just
No.
Love Me, what Inside? What else have you got?
I think Wizards might be coming out soon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sick.
I don't even, because the premiere was last year.
Oh, was it?
Oh no, the cast screening was last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know when the premiere is.
Yeah, that's weird because they can be quite separated as well. Right? Yeah.
So,
but that's looking good, is it?
Wizards, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, Wizards at some point.
Yeah, at some point, surely.
That's right. That finished last year as well, didn't it? Yeah, far out. Oh, sick.
Inside.
Yeah.
I guess look out for that.
Anything? Do you know anything
I don't even know
that?
if I can say Inside.
Okay, you're not?
I don't know, because I don't even know. I think that was I don't know if that's the name for it.
Oh, it's a working production title?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. I don't know.
Look, just keep an eye out.
It's a prison movie.
Yeah.
So,
Again, I knew people that worked on it, but obviously I would have known them working on it with that title. So, yeah. Look, tell you what, give us your Instagram. People can follow you on there.
It's a difficult Instagram, but Moepi, Moepi1.
Yeah, one is in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
This will be in the show notes as well for anyone that doesn't quite have it. Can people find you anywhere else as well? You got Twitter or Facebook or any other?
Facebook.
Yeah.
Follow me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Michael Long.
Oh, is that just your personal one?
It's my personal one.
Look, I'll put the Instagram one up. If you really want to be friends with Michael, you can find him yourself.
Yeah. Just come up to me in the street.
No, we were trying to tell people not to do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. No. You can... unless you get as big as Guy Pearce, some people can come up and not know how to talk to you.
Yeah, 100%.
Then they
actually, you know what? Don't talk to me.
Yeah. If you see Michael in the street, don't
approach me.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. We'll give out... You've got his Instagram.
Yeah.
PayPal him $5 if you see him in the street. And then the same as every week, you can find the podcast on Won't Be Forgetting That Pod across most social media platforms. You can find myself, Seb Muirhead, Muirhead, across Instagram and YouTube. We do have a Patreon as well, patreon.com, Won't Be Forgetting That Pod. If you have any spare money, it's genuinely appreciated. Anything you can help out with. If you can't, rate, review, subscribe, 5 stars, all that kind of stuff. If you rate it 5 stars, you can genuinely write whatever you want in the review section. It doesn't have to be nice. It can be creepy. It can be mean. It can be weird. As long as it's 5 stars, I don't care. 5 stars. There we go. But yeah, thank you once again, Michael.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.